Hello, how's it going? Today you're joining me in my buddy Alun's Fiesta ST. This is the ST3 model, so all the bells and whistles come with it, which we'll go into detail a bit later. I have been dying to get my hands on a car like this for a little while now. I just love hot hatches. Anything like this that goes, it's nimble and makes lovely noises. Like that one is right up my street. They're just so versatile. They can quite comfortably cruise along, not have a worry in the world, and yet they still put a smile on your face. So with this being the ST3, it comes with quite a few things which are absolutely a necessity to have in your day-to-day. The most important one for me would be the heated windscreen. We all know what the weather's been like lately. It's been grim, and that is a feature which it just takes all the stress out, especially your morning commute if it's your daily driver. It's just an absolute dream to have. So if you're looking at Ford, whether it be the Fiesta or Focus, if you can afford to get the ST3 model, just for that, it makes the day so much easier. As we know, I like it simple, and that's definitely a simple feature. Secondly to that, which again I mention in all my videos, it's what you sit in. So these Recaros are they're heated, and we all know I love a heated seat, and they're just so comfortable. I mean, it doesn't matter what size you are, they cuddle you, and everyone loves a cushion. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, these seats are supporting you. I'm a big lad, as I say in all my videos, and they are just comfortable. It doesn't matter what you're doing, long journeys, not uncomfortable. If you want to see how quick you can get from one place to the other, they're comfortable. And again, that's what you want. There she is. There she is. I love that. That noise is just, amazing. Makes you feel all tingly inside. But let's be honest, if you're watching this video, you don't want to hear about the seats. You don't want to hear about the heated windscreen. The reason you buy a Fiesta ST is so you can do this. Horse box. I would love to show you what this can do, but Mr. Farmer has got other things planned. One of the best colours, I think, as well for this car, bright white. It's a small car, it's an understated car, so having it in a white colour with a contrasting grey alloys, it definitely sets it apart from the rest. Don't get me wrong, I like the molten orange, I am a fan. I think if you're going to have any colour though, it's got to be white. White just sets this car off. I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but I don't see that many white ones either, so that's quite a nice touch. It's roomy as well, like I've got plenty of room. While I'm just tootling it along, going over this bit now, uncomfortable. Whoa. You can just never get bored of that blow-off sound. The hand action has to go with it, by the way. So my buddy Alun hasn't had this car long. He's given me a long list of things he wants to do to it. But he started off very subtle for now, so it's currently sitting on 40mm lowering springs. I'm still comfortable, I'm not being bounced around here, and it gives it that tucked sort of nice stance that you're after without the compromise of, you know, being comfortable. I'm getting on a bit now, I want to be comfortable. And I don't know what he's done with the induction, but that sounds naughty. That sounds absolutely beautiful. Oh, it just growls at you. Oh. Something else this car has got is it has been remapped by Ace Car Care in Shrewsbury. Those guys are brilliant. They'll talk you through absolutely anything you need to know. Their knowledge is brilliant, so definitely would recommend. So this little car is pushing out over 200 brake horsepower. and the responsiveness and the torque in whatever gear you're in. Just cruising along now. It'll have you. It'll bite you back. So definitely, if you're having one of these, a remap, lowering springs, won't need much more, and I assure you, you'll be happy with that. You'll be more than happy. It's a nice little steering wheel. There's nothing too big. When you're driving round, the steering's heavy. Again, we spoke about that before. It's nice to have that. You feel nice and controlling the car. You feel connected with the road. It's a really pleasurable car to drive. And you would, again, you look at a little car and you think, nah, but it is. This is why you buy a Fiesta ST. Oh man, what a car. It picks up, it don't mess about. The work these guys have done on this remap are absolutely incredible. It's responsive, you put your foot down, the turbo spools really, really low down the rev range. And with it being such a little light car, it just flies. It can't weigh much more than my shoe. It's just, there's no other word for it other than just naughty. So I booted it and it wiggled the camera off. So unless you've been living under a rock, we all know that this type of car, it gets the stick for the young chavvy audience. But unless you've actually been in one, because this is my first time driving one, you don't get it. And I get it. I get why you'd have one. I get it completely. It's just taken me to drive it to understand why you'd own one. So next time you hear someone talking smack about one, just ask them if they've ever driven one. Ask them if they've ever been a passenger in one. Because for not a lot of money, and for not a little bit more that you might have to put into it, you get a lot for it. It's just naughty. Everything's tight. It's just the short throw when you're changing gears. They've just thought a lot about this car. It is like a baby Focus ST. I've had a Focus ST, quite a heavily modified one, and it is like a baby version. There's nothing wrong with that being a baby version. It's miles cheaper, and you've seen online, I'm sure you have, the things you can do to these cars are absolutely phenomenal. They can go on for so long. Which brings me on to the car's mileage. This car is on 96,000 miles. And it hasn't missed a beat since I've been on this drive today. It's delivered absolutely everything I've wanted it to do. And it'll go on. Makes it feel funny. It just, I don't care where you come from, I don't care how old you are, it'll always put a smile on your face. Hearing that noise, feeling the response underneath the throttle, and because it's there, you do it all the more. My fuel bill would be horrendous in this car. Love it. Absolutely. It's just everything you want. It's right there. One last one before we go home. I'm nearly a 30-year-old man and I'm laughing at noises. Do I care? Absolutely not. What gets it for me with this car is the shock factor. Now, we all know what a Fiesta ST is. It's a 1.6 hot hatch turboed. Okay. But until you've driven one, like I am today for the first time, it all makes sense. Whether it be sitting in the seats which hug you and deliver on absolutely any task that you set it, all the way up to when you want to have a bit of fun with the throttle and put your foot down and give it a blip or give it a full-on raz, it doesn't disappoint. It really doesn't. Don't be put off by the small engine. Don't be put off because it's a Fiesta ST. This, in my book, is a cracking car. And now I've driven it, I won't be convinced otherwise. And I think we'll leave it there for today. I need to leave him some fuel to get home. Thank you very much for watching. It's always appreciated. Please, please, please support the page, help us grow, like, share, whatever you have to do, get the name out there. And again, I've been flooded since we rebooted Dirty Detail Group with messages, emails, texts, and it's fantastic. And that's what I want. Keep them coming. I've got so much planned this year. You don't want to miss it. Take care.